Amene. Kia ora.
Rangitāne Tūmairā Wairarapa Tamaki Nui Arua Claim Settlement Bill, second reading.
Speaker.
The Honourable Christopher Finlayson.
Mr. Speaker, I move that the Rangitāne Tūmairā Wairarapa Tamaki Nui Arua Claim Settlement Bill be now read a second time. And in so doing, sir, can I welcome all our friends from Rangitāne to the gallery this morning. This bill gives effect to a deed of settlement between the Crown and Rangitāne o Wairarapa and Rangitāne o Tamaki Nui Arua, and the deed was signed on 6 August 2016, almost a year ago. The deed of settlement settles all the historical Treaty of Waitangi claims relating to Rangitāne in the Wairarapa and Tamaki Nui Arua regions. The settlement comprises historical redress, which records the breaches and the past injustices caused by failures of the Crown, cultural redress, reconnecting the people of Rangitāne with a number of their most culturally significant sites, and financial and commercial redress, providing Rangitāne with a strong economic base for them to grow. Can I acknowledge the work of the negotiators, my ministerial colleagues, local government and other agencies who have contributed to the development of this legislation. And I also thank the Chair and members of the Maori Affairs Committee, which has once again done an excellent job in progressing this bill as quickly as possible. The bill was referred to the committee on 22 September 2016. 12 written submissions were received from interested groups and individuals, and the committee heard 6 of these at a hearing in Masterton on 14 December 2016. The committee reported the bill back to the House on 20 March this year and recommended that it be passed without amendment. This is a testament to the hard work and the careful consideration that went into the negotiation of the settlement package and the drafting of the bill. Some of the submissions related to long-standing concerns that have been raised many times before, including in the Waitangi Tribunal, and I want to take a moment to address them. Mandate and representation are recurring issues in treaty settlements. Committee members and Crown officials before them took the submissions of the Tahika Papauma, the Y420 claimants, and the Hapu of Eheteri Kawemata Rotahi, the Y1950 claimants, very seriously indeed. Both claimant groups asserted a distinct identity from Rangitāne and sought either to be represented as a separate entity or to be excluded altogether from the settlement. Although the Crown's policy is to negotiate comprehensive settlements covering all the historical claims of a large natural group of tribal interests, this does not mean the distinct identity of iwi, hapu and any other groups that form part of the larger groups disappears or is subsumed within the wider group. All members of Te Hika o Papauma, insofar as their claims relate to Rangitāne, will benefit from the settlement. The settlement of Rangitāne historical treaty claims will not preclude this group from asserting mana and their identity within their rohe. I think this is a key point that needs to be stressed. The Crown does not and cannot involve itself in matters of mana whenua or tribal identity. These matters are for iwi and hapu to decide. What we're trying to achieve here is to address the wrongs of the past and provide the means for members of Rangitāne to move forward. Our approach to settling the claims of Te Hika o Papauma within the large natural groups of Rangitāne and Ngāti Kahungunu ki Wairarapa Tamaki Nui Arua has been endorsed by the Tribunal. As part of the committee's consideration, it looked at whether Te Hika o Papauma could be specifically referred to in the historical account. A suggestion was to attach an index to the deed of settlement which refers to instances where they are mentioned in the deed of settlement. The Te Hika o Papauma mandated iwi authority said that would not satisfy them. Therefore, the Rangitane Tumaira Trust and the Crown agreed not to have an index to the deed, as it was not requested either by the Crown or by Rangitane. The committee concluded that it didn't think it appropriate to remove the Y1950 claimants from the bill because they are a hapu of Rangitane and their claims should be contained within Rangitane's final settlement. Mr. Speaker, this second reading brings us closer to the concluding stages of settling the historical claims of Rangitane o Wairarapa and Rangitane o Tamaki Nui a Rua. And what I would like to do is talk in more detail at the third reading when we will be able to celebrate the settlement fully. Until then, Mr. Speaker, I commend the bill to the House.
The question is that the motion be agreed to. Adrian Arafi, tēnā koe.
Tēnā koe te maungai o te whare.